All right. Well, must be serious. He's got the suit on again and he's got his hands clasped. If you told me that twice in a 4.5 month period, I'd be making 2 of these videos, I would have told you you're crazy. And realistically, I'm a bit embarrassed, but at the end of the day, like, you have to do what's right for your own life. There's nobody here to live it for you. I will be leaving Engel Volkers by the time you see this, and I'm joining Coldwell Banker. This is not a decision that I took lightly, and I realize for those of you watching this, most of you probably don't care. When a real estate advisor leaves or joins a particular brokerage, it's really just how they kind of work within their business and their community the best. And to you guys, it's just sort of, hey, the name changed. But the reality is, it's always something we take very personally because it's a reflection on the culture we choose to work with, how we're compensated, the communities and the types of markets we might serve. And you know, when I left to join Engel Volkers, I had a very clear path about what I wanted to do, you know, here locally, internationally, and in more than one language. Those were kind of the focuses. And the reality is, what I discovered about myself while there showed me that there is so much more I really want to be focused on first, that I feel I am better served at CB. The reality of all of this is, you know, I heard someone say one time, running a business is a spiritual experience. And the big thing that I had to take away from this, and the reason why, like, you know, I love making content, but I'm not a huge fan of having to make these types of videos, but I didn't know how to value myself. Despite being in this business for 13 years and all the ups and downs of starting my own company and going places and trying to make things work out the way I wanted, I never really had the confidence to just be me. And so, you know, even when I got started with Remax back in the day, I was on a team. Then I joined another team in a different Remax. Then I started my company for a team model. And then I left to join Ryan Pertelli and Engel Volkers as part of a team. And what kept coming up, you know, sometimes they say you will be confronted with the obstacle until you learn the lesson. I didn't know how to be confident in who I am. I always thought, despite all the success, I could not get over the scarcity mentality of I'm not enough and I can't do this and I need others. But the problem with that, especially when you're an entrepreneur, is you end up building someone else's dream. And even though I have nothing but nice things to say about Jeffrey Bray, Engel Volkers, Ryan himself, the reality is my vision for what I want to do with my life and my business is uniquely mine. And it's time that I took a step forward to say, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna be it confidently, powerfully. And I'm not gonna look back and need that safety net, need that security blanket of someone else's dream to try to retrofit into mine. I mean, even here, like, I'm at North Park in Lakeville. I got here as an 11-year-old boy and started reffing soccer on these very fields. And like, that was my first connection to this town. That was my first connection to like running my own business. And looking back, I mean, there's a lot of parallels. Things happen very quickly. You have to understand the rules and the execution of the letter of the law while you're getting yelled at by a bunch of parents and soccer moms. No offense, soccer moms. But point is, like, that connection I have to my city, that connection I have to the communities and the businesses that I really want to serve, that's what I want to focus on the most. All my other goals, I'm building out some pretty radical stuff you're going to hear about in the next few months as it relates to buying and selling out of country, as it relates to being able to rent homes that, you know, create inventory for people that are underserved or underprivileged and be able to have housing. Like, there's some really cool stuff that Coldwell Banker is going to really allow me to have a better opportunity to do. But the reality is, it just comes down to this. It comes down to really honoring and digging into my roots, coming back to where I started, but from a better and a deeper perspective, and really having the confidence to be who I need to be, but do it alone. It's time for me to stand on my own 2 feet, really grow this out. And I can't thank you enough if you're watching this and you've supported me, because in our business, it can be embarrassing. You know, I I'm being as vulnerable as I can with this because it's the only way I know how to approach it. But the reality of like, hey, I wanted to do this thing twice in the last year. I've been trying to do a thing that didn't work out. But that's the lesson. The lesson is I don't need other people. I don't need other person's vision to give me where I want to be. I know exactly where I want to go. I want to start with my roots. I want to give back to Lakeville. I want to give back to the South Metro. And I want to really make this something robust. And I can't thank you enough for supporting me and what I'll be able to do next. So, like I always say, stay tuned. There's more coming. Thank you.